and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, if you think that 2020 could not get any worse, you are sorely mistaken. And that's probably not how I should start off this video. But I cover a lot of things related to Europe and Germany and And recently I had a discussion with a lot of people in my Discord server. You should go ahead and enjoy that if you guys haven't already. Link will be the only link in the description down below. But I was informed that there is a lockdown commencing in Germany right now for the wild wave of this pandemic that is now upon all of us. America's very shortly, I think we're kind of in the midst of going through a lockdown ourselves, but I kind of wanted to dive nose deep into this and talk about what's going on. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. We post videos every single day about various topics around the world. A lot of it are reaction videos, some of them are commentary, some of them are occasionally gameplays and vlogs. We don't really know what we'll be getting on the daily, but I can tell you that you will be thoroughly entertained. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are brand new, and let's talk about what's going on with this pandemic situation. And as I love to say, right here it says Germany mulls 3-week lockdown from December 20th. Due to the deteriorating coronavirus situation in Germany, a tougher lockdown is expected before Christmas, not after, as it was first put forward. Germany appears to be heading for a hard lockdown before Christmas as it has emerged. Berlin's Mayor Michael Müller, who is also the chairman of the Conference of State Premiers, said on Thursday evening that it was becoming apparent from talks with his colleagues in other federal states that there will be considerable cuts from the 20th and that retail trade would be significantly reduced, meaning the economy is about to take another hit, guys. I mean, it don't look too pretty. School holidays will have started by then, so many people will no longer be at work, and public transport will be quieter. So politicians believe that it's an ideal time to get infection numbers down. Between December 20th and January 10th, we will have practically 3 weeks of massive restrictions, which will also certainly lead to incidences going down, Mueller of the center-left Social Democrat said to the broadcaster ZDF. Mueller, who had also, I see he was saying Mueller, but Mueller, who also spoke out about the Berlin enforcing a stricter lockdown, said that he expected that all state leaders would agree for public life to be reduced as much as possible over Christmas and the New Year. So why does the situation keep changing? The initial idea was to start a tougher shutdown after Christmas around 2 weeks from now, but the situation is getting increasingly worse, and calls are growing for Germany to take action sooner. So the SPD health expert Karl Lauterbach urged leaders to act quickly. To start a hard lockdown only after Christmas would be too little and too late. We need this nationwide lockdown as hard as possible, including school closures as early as next week. That is absolutely insane. So it's crazy because the lockdown light in Germany had a lot of things closed except for like schools and a few other things. So it's interesting that they're actually considering shutting down schools right now too. The only chance to regain control of the situation is a lockdown, but it has to be immediate, he told Spiegel. In an interview with the R&D, the president of the German Medical Association, Klaus Reinhardt, warned, in view of the currently very high death toll and an unchanged high workload in the medical clinics, we must reduce contacts quickly and significantly. Meanwhile, Economics Minister Peter Altmaier expressed concern about the current development. The exponential growth is starting again, and that means we have to act urgently, the CDU politician said. Now, Germany managed to get through the first coronavirus wave generally unscathed, but the country is now grappling with rising coronavirus infections and deaths, despite enforcing a partial lockdown on November 2nd. Oh my God. On Friday, Robert Koch Institute, the RKI, reported 29,000, basically 30,000 new COVID-19 infections within 24 hours, another record in Germany. This is around 6,000 more compared to Thursday, when the previous record of 23,000 was reported. The RKI on Friday said 598 people had died within a day, and the previous daily COVID-19 record was reached on Wednesday when 590 people were reported to have died. So Chancellor Angela Merkel on Wednesday made an unusually emotional appeal in the Bundestag, which brought the seriousness of the crisis into focus. I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart. But if the price we pay is 590 deaths a day, then that, in my view, is not acceptable, Merkel said. Can Merkel and Germany's 16 states reach an agreement? State leaders are expected to meet with Merkel for an emergency meeting on Sunday to thrash out a plan. Throughout the pandemic, federal, states, and the government have struggled to reach a common line. Merkel said, for instance, advocated for tougher measures earlier in the second wave, but could not convince all the state premiers to back them. However, even states with lower infection figures, such as those in the north, are now recognizing the nationwide crisis following Merkel's appeal. Lower Saxony's head government, Stefan Weil, told broadcaster of the ZDF, I assume that between December 19th and January 10th, we have a very, very quiet period in Germany in general, and it has to be like that. On Thursday, Mecklenburg Pomerania, wow, there's a Pomerania? What the hell? Pomerania's state premier, Manuela Schwesig, SPD, had also spoken in favor of closing shops, with the exception of supermarkets, as early as the fourth Advent, which falls on December 20th. So now the bigger question, and the biggest question, is what happens at Christmas and New Year. The government and states previously agreed guidelines to loosen contact restrictions between December 23rd and the 31st, allowing up to 10 people from different households to meet, not including children. Since then, some states have opted for stricter rules, but many are wondering if the rules should be eased at all. State Premier of the Rhineland-Palatinate, Malu Dreyer, SPD, told the TDF on Germany that Germany had to be tough during the festive period. I think we also have to be really strict at Christmas and definitely also on New Year's Eve, she said. Federal Family Minister Franziska Giffey recommended that residents of Germany only meet in the smallest circle and otherwise refrain as far as possible from visiting relatives over the holidays. This is actually kind of sad. I know a lot of people were expressing concern for seeing their family members during the year, during the holidays. It's literally one of the only times of year where people get to see each other. But now, I guess the world has to move for the greater good, and we put these restrictions in place that kind of restrict. I mean, they do restrict the ability to just go out there and gather with people that you care about and stuff like that. And people are very frustrated with it. Now people are pretty much gathering in secret. Like this year has been the year of being basically antisocial, so we can prevent a high spread of this virus, man. It's super crazy. It's super sad. It's super hectic. And I want to hear your thoughts and feelings on the restrictions incoming throughout the holidays and stuff like that. How do you feel about these new restrictions and stuff? And I'm pretty sure everybody's thinking what I'm thinking. We all want this to be over as soon as humanly possible, because it's been making our lives very, very difficult. So I just want to hear from you guys and see what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for your love and support. I hope this thing blows over, man. This is super crazy. I honestly did not think that we would be here right now in the same situation we were in, if not worse, than the beginning of this year. Absolutely insane. From what I've read, when I was looking for when this whole situation will be over worldwide, there was an article that said that this wouldn't be over, like I said in my last video talking about something similar to this, until next December 21st. So this is absolutely insane, and this not only affects Germany. If Germany's acting like this, and Germany is like, whatever, as far as Germany's pretty intense when it comes to laying down the lockdown rules. America is probably going to follow suit at probably the last country to follow suit, to be honest, because I don't think we've been taking it as seriously as we should be. A lot of people here are very dismissive of what's going on, and it sucks. I see where they're coming from, because they just want to go out and enjoy themselves, but especially in Florida. You guys know I'm in Florida right now. People do not wear masks out here. People do not follow the protocols and stuff. People are out here at theme parks. People are out here like gathering in groups of like 80, 90, 100 and stuff like that, just vibing. It's crazy. I don't know what the world's come to, but we'll see in the next coming months what'll happen, because I feel like people are getting cabin fever, an all-time high of cabin fever, and it's insane. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd like to open up a discussion, and I'll see you soon, real soon. Bis später, Leute. Ciao, ciao. Well, 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 what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay, it's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.